Imagine two doors to the same courthouse. Through one door walks a wealthy man with the senior advocates, crisp truths, and a convoy outside. Through the other door shuffles a market woman's son, barefoot, clutching a plastic bag with his arrest papers. Both stand before the same lady called justice, yet her case teeth depending on what she sees. We love to say justice is blind, but in Nigeria, Lady Justice sometimes speaks under her blindfold. This speaking has a price we all pay. As the elders say, if the fence is built crooked, even the goats will lean. Today, let's straighten that fence and talk about what this inequality means for us as a nation. But before we dive into the facts, let me paint the picture with a story you can feel in your heart. In a small town, two neighbors, one rich, one poor, are accused of the same offense, breaking a local bylaw. The rich neighbor hires the best lawyer, gives gift to the officials, and his case is postponed until it disappears. The poor neighbor has no lawyer, no bribes, no connections. He is fined heavily and is sent to prison. Years pass. The rich man becomes a community leader. His name wiped clean. The poor man's family slide into poverty. His children drop out of school to help their mother. This is not folklore. This is our reality. Our courts, which should be temples of fairness, too often resemble markets where influence buys freedom and the poverty buys punishment. Now let's open the curtain wider and look at how this inequality plays out in everyday life. Now, with the story in your mind, let's examine the first big piece of problem. Justice begins with representation. That is number one. The rich can afford senior advocates whose words carry weight like stones in a sling. The poor must rely on overworked public defenders who fend for themselves. It is like sending two boxers into the ring, one with the gloves and a coach, the other with the bare fist. The outcome is predictable. Because of this imbalance, our prisons overflow with the pretrial detainees, mostly poor, many innocent, while high-profile suspects roll out on bail and technicalities. But the representation is only the first face of this coin. The second phase is how the process itself is managed. For the wealthy, cases stretch endlessly. Adjournments, injunctions, and appeals become shells. For the poor, cases move just fast enough to convict, but too slow to grant bail. It is like a bus with two doors. One opens quickly for the rich to exit. The other jams for the poor, trapping them inside. This double standard creates overcrowded prisons and erode faith in the courts. And then when people stop believing in the legal system, they turn to mob justice, vigilantes, and the self-help, which breeds more chaos. Beyond the process, there's also the question of punishment and consequences. The rich rarely see the inside of a prison. They pay fines, get suspended sentences, or strike plea bargains that the wife slates clean. The poor face long sentences for minor offenses, sometimes without trial recourse or legal aid. As the proverb says, when two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. In Nigeria's courts, when the mighty and the weak face justice, the weak often break under the weight. This imbalance does not just harm individuals. It teaches society that crime pays if you can afford it. That lesson is poison to our children. Now, there is this social and economic cost that ripples far beyond the courtroom. Every unjust detention pushes families deeper into poverty. Breadwinners disappear into cells, businesses collapse, children drop out of school to help their mothers. Communities feel alienated from the state. This also damages our international image. Investors look for countries where the law is predictable, When our cause sings for sale, our nation's credibility sinks. A system that punishes poverty while pampering wealth is like a roof that leaks on one side but not the other. Sooner or later, the whole house collapses. If the poor cannot find justice, the rich cannot sleep in peace either. This reality may feel heavy, but citizens are not powerless. There are practical steps we can take to tilt the scales toward fairness. One is know and share your rights. Learn your right to bail, fair hearing, and legal aid. Share them in churches, mosques, schools, and markets. Two, support legal aid group. Donate or volunteer for NGOs providing free defense for the indigent. Demand court reform. Use social media, town halls, and your voter power to push for faster case management and a stronger public defender system. 4. Watchdog pressure. Join or support groups that track high-profile cases and they highlight double standard in sentencing. 5. Change the narrative. Stop applauding big men who escape justice. Celebrate fairness, not influence. Each action is a small stone. Together, they build a path to a fairer court system. And this brings us to a challenge, a personal invitation to you watching me now. Yes, it's a personal invitation to you watching me right now. My fellow Nigerians, justice that is not equal is not justice at all. When our courts become a marketplace where wealth buys freedom, the entire nation pays. It is like drinking water from a poisoned well. Sooner or later, everyone falls sick. I challenge you today. Talk to 3 people about how the justice system treats the poor differently from the rich. Share one legal aid hotline on your social media. Ask your representative what reform they support. Vote for those who stand for judicial independence and equal rights. If we rise together, we can blindfold Lady Justice once more, so she truly cannot be bank account or surnames. We can build a Nigeria where the poor man's voice echoes as loudly as the rich man's in court. Because as our elders say, when the small drum and the big drum beat together, the rhythm is sweet. Let us beat together for justice. Thank you for watching this video, and I believe you have learned something from this video today. If you have learned something from this video, please do me a favor by making sure that you share this video to other people that not have the opportunity to watch me talking. So please do that for me and make sure you follow us. Subscribe to our channel and so that you will be getting all the new teachings or tips that will be coming your way. Thank you for watching this video and God bless you.